Decoration Company. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I got my apron on today. I don't love to wear an apron, but I do have on some new clothes, and we're going to do lots of painting today, and so I better just protect myself because, you know, it's bound to happen with all the painting that I'm going to be doing today. We are going to do a door hanger. I don't do these very often because I usually am not super happy with it, to be honest. I don't feel like I'm the greatest at painting door hangers and things of that. It's not my forte like so many others who do it so beautifully. It's not mine, but we are going to do one. I have found an inspiration piece that I felt like I could do. And this is just one of those areas that I have to have something to look at. And so we're going to see what we can come up with. We're going to do a snowman. And I'm using our big 20-inch round door hangers, which are available on the website. They are currently on sale, 20% off. They're regular $12.49. They're on sale for $9.37, and then an additional 15% off of that, which makes it $7.96 for this large 20-inch round surface. So, really great deal. So that's what we're going to be painting today. We do have a few of them left, so grab yours while you can. And let's get into it because this is probably going to take a little while. All right, let's see who's watching. Hey, Aletta. Hi, Carol. Hey, Stacy. Hi, Dorothy. Hello, Danae. Hi, Donna. Hey, Teresa. Thank you, Teresa. Hi, Maxine. Hey, Jackie. Hi, Stacy. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Larissa. Good afternoon. Hey, Teresa. That's a great idea, Teresa. I don't like wearing aprons, so I don't wear them very often. Hey, Carol. This apron, Patty did for us. I do like it fairly well. I like that it doesn't tie up behind my neck because I don't like that kind because it hurts my neck. So, anyways. All right. Hello, Naomi. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Rosemarie. Y'all, I'm hoping I'm going to cool off. I'm burning up. I went to go pick up Griffin. He was at the pool swimming with a friend at our public pool here in Versailles, and I had to walk around outside to get him, and I am burning up. It's a smoking good deal for sure, Dana. All right, so we are going to get this painted. First of all, we're going to draw our shape on here. I'm thinking that I want to, instead of just painting the whole background and then adding my snowman on top, I think that I'm going to do the snowman, paint the background around it, and that way I don't have to worry about so many layers trying to cover it up. At least that's what I'm thinking. So we'll see how that goes. We do have aprons. Yes, Dana, we do have aprons available on our website. So we're going to do a snowman. This is sort of a quick little drawing of what I want to do. Okay? So I'm trying to keep it very simple and doable. So down here is kind of like the collar of the snowman. And then we're going to do a circle for the face. And I'm going to definitely have to, you know, play with this to get it right. Okay, that looks about right. All right. Let me erase the lines that I don't want. I definitely have to give myself some kind of something to go off of. Okay, I feel like his face is too wide. So we're just getting a basic snowman face. All right, that looks pretty good. All of that can go away. All right. Okay, so we've got that, and then it's not quite even with the holes. Thank you, Tina. I actually got this top at a consignment store. So I'm gonna turn this fan on. Hang on a second. Holy moly, I'm about to. This is unusual for me to be this hot. All morning I had the heater on. Okay, so then a hat. So I'm gonna draw a hat here. And I'm gonna do a hat kind of like that. Okay, what do y'all think? Does that look okay? I feel like the head looks super big. But we'll play with it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with that. We've got a good basis of what we're doing here. Okay, so we're gonna start with that. Yes, Dana. We love Dina. Okay. So I've got lots of colors we're going to play with today. We're going to use some of our new colors from our summer line. And the colors we're going to use from the summer line is the Spa Blue, Foliage Green, Paradise Green. We're going to use Vivid Violet. And this one, Peaches and Cream. We're going to use these 4 from the summer collection. And then we're going to use these 3, which are just available on the website. This one here, Lemon Yellow, I think is discontinued. But we're going to be using that one too. Okay? So we're going to start, I think I'm going to start with the background. And I'm going to do the background in Spa Blue. Hi, Kimberly over on YouTube. I forgot to check my phone for YouTube comments. Thank you, Dana. Definitely. All right, so let's get that Spa Blue, and we're going to do a blue background with white polka dots, which will be really good for the winter theme, because it'll be kind of like snow falling in a way. Now, like I said, I don't do door hangers very often, like hardly ever, so I don't know. I'm probably not doing this the technical way. Can y'all see okay? Let me see if I can tilt you down just a little bit more without you not being able to see me. Is that okay there or no? Hi, Adriana. Cindy, from the Celebration Company's website, right from our website, you can grab this. And I'm just using a large angled brush to make it easy for me to get in around all of my lines. Hey, Joy, I'm good. How are you today? Do you all do door hangers? Do y'all think they're easy to do or hard to do? Something you enjoy doing? I think if we can get this to come out right, I think it's going to be really pretty. Hey, Penny from Ohio. All right, so there's the first coat of our background. And I just did it very quickly. All right, so I'm going to dry it really quick and then do a second coat. Oh, wow, Jesselyn. That's a lot. I can't do that. Definitely cannot paint words or letters or draw them or write them. That is not, I can't. I just can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Not good at that. I need to take one of those classes or something to learn the hand lettering. It would require a lot of practice because it's just not natural for me at all. All right, let's do a second coat. Yes, there you go, Linda. That's a good way to do the letters for sure. Okay, second coat looks like it's covering pretty well. Yes, Dana. And they're all over Etsy. I know some people can knock them out quickly. All right. So we got our background. Now let's do some dots on our background, and I'm not gonna worry about drying it. We're just gonna go in with our dots just right on top of the blue. It's mostly dry in spots, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it being wet. And I'm gonna grab some white. Okay. Bye, Net. Yes, Dana, I have seen her stuff before. Okay, so we're going to do some polka dots, and anything I can kind of go over if I need to overlap a little bit because, you know, the snowman is going to be white. So I'm just going to go in here and just make some dots just like that. And I'm not worried about them being perfect, and I'm also not worrying about them being perfectly white. If they kind of mix in with that blue, I like that because it just gives it some variation, which I love. And I'm just using this brush, which is from our 10-pack of brushes. Big dots. Thank you, Connie. I hope so. Trying to keep it very simple. No, Penny, it was not. These are from Michael's, and they are really great brushes. I'd like to be able to find some like that to sell, but we do not have any like that. We've got a different style of 1-inch brushes on our website. Okay, that looks good. I feel like I want a little half circle there and here. I think one of the biggest tricks to doing this is keeping your paintbrush wet and making sure that it doesn't get too dry. I think it does better when you do that. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna dry this so when I paint everything else, it doesn't mix in. Yes, a pouncer works great. This gives a little bit of a different look than a pouncer. It's a little more organic, a little more whimsical, I think, than a pouncer. But you can definitely use a pouncer. We have the big ones. If you buy the 12-pack, it comes with the bigger ones. Penny, it's really super easy. I think that if you're just overthinking it, if it's hard, you're overthinking it. It's very just quick and simple. It's meant to look imperfect. And yes, I kind of do use the triangle method with, if that's what you want to call it, I kind of go in that shape with my dots. Or like a zigzag, kind of a, similar to like decorating a tree, that same kind of a pattern. Okay, we're gonna do the snowman face, paint the snowman face in next. So I'm gonna get some more white here. And you know, I think that I'm actually gonna use this same brush, the sky blue brush that I used. Or what's it called? Spa blue. Spa blue. Because I actually think I might like that. Now that I'm sort of envisioning it, I'm thinking it might be really pretty if there is a little bit of that blue in there. There may not be, but we're gonna use this brush anyways. We're definitely gonna have to do a couple of coats. Aloha, Donna. All right. Let's get this filled in. All right, there we go. Okay, let's dry this. Kind of like a little like a snow globe right now. Penny, it's not super duper cheap, but it's not as bad as you would think. They're fairly lightweight, so it's not too bad, but it'll calculate the shipping for you before you pay. Thank you, Penny. Hey, Donna. All right, let's get some more white. And do a second coat. Might have to do 3 coats on this to get it covered. Dana, thank you so much. That's so sweet. All right. Second coat. Thank you, Penny. You asked all the questions you need, and thank you so much. Hopefully this doesn't take an eternity to get this covered. Thank you, Teresa. It did come out really good, didn't it? All right. Third coat. Just gonna put the paint right on there. I know what you mean, Penny. I do. And we got a lot of things on sale right now. I think I'm going to call it quits after this coat, because we are adding so much onto the face itself. I think it's going to be fine, but you know, what do I know? All right, and because I really kind of liked that blue, I'm going to take just a little bit of the blue and just add a little bit in there. It's just kind of to make it look more ball-like, snow-like. I'm just sort of blending it right into the wet paint. I'm just going in circular motions. I think I like that. Can y'all tell where I added the blue. So this is how it's coming out so far. Yes, Penny, that's right. I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right. All right, let's dry this, then we're gonna do the hat. Here's some black paint. We're moving right along here. Thank you, Michelle. Looks pretty good. Looks like a snowball. All right, the black should be easy. So we're gonna do the hat in the black paint. Now I'm gonna regret this a little bit because I do wanna do some holly leaves and berries. And that's gonna be hard to cover. Might should have used a smaller brush. I could do that. It's just not going to give me the look that I want. I know, Betty. And we have, unfortunately, we have raised the prices. I think we raised them at the beginning of the year, honestly. Just want to make sure everything's covered that's supposed to be covered. And y'all, the point of this is not to be perfect. It's really not. It's supposed to be fun and whimsical. And so if it's not perfect, that is totally fine. All right. Just getting these corners a little bit. Okay. There's the hat. All right. Well, this is going to kind of be scarf-esque-ish. So then down here, I'm going to paint this a base color, and then we're going to go over it. What color do I want to use? I think I'm going to go with this Paradise Green. And we're going to do, so it's kind of going to be like the scarf down here. So this is one of our new colors. I'm going to use this brush. This one's probably going to have a couple of layers. To get a good solid coverage here. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's dry this. Yeah, y'all, there's not very many of these wood rounds left. So if you want one, you better grab one because they're going to go away fast. So we're going to add lots of color to this. So right now it's pretty simple, but we are going to, there's lots of colors coming in. So far, I'm happy with how it's coming out. All right, let's do another coat here. Y'all, if you're a Crafty Kid subscriber, tonight's the night we're going to be doing our July Crafty Kit. I'm going to be live in the group teaching how to make it, which is our book. We're going to be doing the book. This adorable book right here. It's a book drawer that, so did y'all see what I just did there? It's got a hidden drawer in it. Oh my goodness. I'm regretting choosing this color. He's been doing pretty good, Teresa. Still, you know, trying to recover, but he's doing pretty good. I have to paint over that. All right. Let's see if a third coat's going to be good enough. Now, some of these areas, I'm going to be doing stripes. So some of these spots I can probably cover up with other colors. This color is really fun. It's called Paradise Green. And this is available for a limited time, this color. Once it's gone, it's gone. We're not planning to restock this color and a lot of the colors that I'm using today. I think they're all going to be really pretty together. All right. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so we got all of our basics painted. So now we need to decorate and get all the details put on. All right, here's how it's looking right now. Okay, so I'm gonna get all of my colors here put on my plate. I'm using Carousel Pink. I'm using Santa Red. All right, y'all check out that message Patty just posted. She says, over the next several days before the end of the month, at some point, there's going to be a Secret Santa sale code, which is going to give you 40% off one item, and I believe it's your highest priced item. Now, we're not telling you when that's going to happen, but it's going to be at some point before the end of the year. And if you are not an email subscriber, you will not get this code. So you want to make sure that you're subscribed to our email in order to receive this code. So she's posted the link She's posted a link right there that you can go to, I think, to get signed up for the email. All right, trying to get all my colors here. This one is Vivid Violet, and then we also have Lemon Yellow. So all these fun colors. We're going to make a striped scarf or whatever this is down here. I'm going to go get a cup of water, I think, because it'll be easier to just rinse my brush out than to get a new brush for every color. So hang on just a second. Okay, here we go. Let me grab the brush that I want. All right. So we're just going to do some stripes here and randomly. I don't know if I'm going to do a specific pattern, but we're just going to do some stripes. Is this the size brush I want to use? Let's try it. And I want it to look sort of whimsical and fun. Okay, so we got a green there. Let's go next with this Vivid Violet. All right, and then we're going to go in with red. And this is Santa Red. All right, now let's do Lemon Yellow. Definitely we'll probably need to do a second coat of that one. Okay, we're going to do Peaches and Cream. Yeah, Peaches and Cream next. And next, let's do the pink. That's the only color we haven't done. Well, we also haven't done the blue, the background color. This is Carousel Pink. Thanks, Betty. That's super sweet. All right, now let's do the blue, the Spa Blue. Oh boy. Okay. And then I'm just going to start repeating. So we'll go in with this foliage green. And the Vivid Violet will be the last one. Now, I think I'm going to add more because I'm not super loving this with the green in between each, unfortunately. So let's try this. Maybe once I get it bolder, I'll like it better. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right, so we'll go in with a second coat. We'll do that first to see if that makes me happy. Okay, Vivid Violet did not cover real well. All right, let's do Santa Red. Okay, Lemon Yellow. Might be quicker if I dried it and then did the second coat and kept the same color. What do y'all think? I don't know. All right, and Carousel Pink. I think that's looking better. The bolder the colors are looking, I think it's looking a little bit better. What do y'all think? All right, and then Spa Blue. That one's good. It only needs 2 coats. I should have touched that up though while I had that color out. The foliage green looks pretty good. Some of these brighter colors need a little bit more coverage. So we'll go over them again. The red's throwing it because it's random, or why do you think the red is throwing it? Is it because it's too dark? I thought about using the other red, the new one. Cadmium, I think that's what it's called. I think if I can get it, I can build it up enough, it's gonna brighten. Red is just one of those difficult colors. So looking any better? Yeah, I wanted to do something colorful. I think it's going to be pretty when we're done. Just bear with me. Trust the process. This is one of those types of things that I feel like you have to trust the process. think I'm going to do one more coat of this purple. Vivid Violet is what this color is called. Okay. Now we need to get these three here in the middle. I think it's looking better. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, let's do the yellow. See if I can get any coverage on this yellow. Just stand here all day painting yellow stripes. One on top of the other. Alright, I think that's suitable. Okay, let's just do our pink now. The hat is painted. Yeah, we'll do something. I'm actually going to be using this. The 3D Writer in black, which I'm not sure we have available on the website. If that's something that y'all think you would like, then we can order some. So we'll gauge the interest. All right. I think that's good. Okay, so that's the little scarf. This is where we're at for right now. Okay, we'll keep working and see how it looks as we do the face and all of that. So I'm going to grab my pencil and I'm going to do my face. I want to do eyes that are kind of round or ovalish and not quite perfect. And we're going to do a nose kind of like this. And then the mouth, we're going to do a squiggled mouth like that. Okay, so there's the face. Can y'all see that? So let's paint the face. I'm going to do the nose first, and we're going to use Peaches and Cream for the nose. Okay, this color here. So it's the same color of orange that we used down here in the scarf. And y'all, I mean, this really doesn't have to be perfect. Thankfully, we're painting over white, so it's going on pretty, covering pretty well. This brush, I think it's old. It's got a bunch of little bristles sticking out. Here we go. Okay. So there we go. There's our nose. Y'all, it's starting to come together. It's coming together. Okay, let's do our eyes. So I'm just gonna take some black. And we're just making ovals, and I did not make them to where they're straight. I kind of wanted them turned a little bit, just to make it more whimsical. Y'all, he's starting to come together. Adorable. Okay, let's do the mouth. The mouth always makes me nervous, but we're just gonna go for it. I'm trying to keep my brush wet. As I go. Cute. I think he needs one over here too. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Y'all, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Now we need to do our holly leaves and our berries. So I'm going to use my pencil and draw some leaves on. Let me dry this so I don't make a mess. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad y'all are liking it. It's coming out. It's coming out. Since I'm a lefty, I have to, if I'm drawing, I gotta use my left hand. So I gotta go over top of all this. All right, so we're going to do 2 circles, and coming out of the circles is going to be our holly leaves. And another circle right here. And right here, I think. It's going to be our other leaf. One don't look very good. That one don't look very good. Let me erase that and try again. I think that maybe if I come out this way. All right, we might have to do a third berry. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Can you see it? There we are. Okay. So our leaves are going to be this foliage green color. So we're going to start with that. I'm trying to decide what brush I want to use. I'm going to use this one. Hey, Lynn. Thanks for celebrating, Judy. Penny, they are, no, they're not molds. I'll go get them and show you. This is the finish. This is how we painted them. So these are ones that we've done. And there's a tutorial on our Facebook page on how to make these. But we filled these in with a mixture of paint and spackle and made them kind of like sugar cookies. But they are made of a type of plastic, but it is paintable. So these we painted with the same paint we're using here, just the regular DecoArt paint. It's the same material our crafty kits are made out of. We paint this stuff like crazy around here. So these, you can make them double-sided or single-sided. They look like this before they're painted. Okay, so they look like this before they're painted. They're just white like this. And you get a set so that they are double-sided. So if you want to make it double-sided, you can, or you can leave them single-sided. And they are paintable with acrylic paint. We use the DecoArt Americana paint to paint them. All right, so I'm just going to take my green here and we'll paint our holly leaves. With Natural Buff, this color right here, Natural Buff. Okay. I am thinking about my berries, and I'm thinking about, because I want to paint them red, maybe painting them gray or something like that first, and then painting over them. Yes, Lynn. Well, I switched it back to the Restream app that we were using earlier in the year. All right, so here's our holly leaves we're working on. Let's turn it this way. All right, what do y'all think? Do those look okay? Do they look like... I think I'm gonna make them a little more exaggerated. No, Cynthia, it's not. We painted that background. We've painted everything. Everything has been painted on here. Okay. We're getting there. They're looking cute. Just keep going over them until I'm happy with the coverage and the shape also. I think they look pretty good as far as coverage. Wasn't too bad with this color going over the green or the black like I thought it might be. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do the berries. Let's try this. It's a round board, yes, and don't apologize for asking questions. Ask as many questions as you want. Gives me something to talk about. The round board is available on our website. They are heavily discounted right now, and we only have a few of them left. So if you're interested, grab yours now while you can. I see some spots that still need a little more coverage. So let me dry this really good and get some more coverage on some of those spots. You'll see what I'm doing. Working on these holly leaves and just trying to get them filled in. The Christmas collection packs of scrapbook paper. Yes, you do print those, Penny. They are digital files. I know, it is a hole, and it's been a bit of a pain to paint around. All right, that should be good. Okay, so let's figure out the berries. I want to paint them red, but I know the red is going to not cover well. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to actually mix some red and some white together, and then go over it with red. So let's do that. So we'll do kind of like a pinky kind of a color. The white's going to give it a little bit more coverage. remove some of that excess paint. All right, and let's just get these painted. And we'll do a couple of coats of this color and then we'll go in with the red. That's a good idea, Lorraine. I want bigger berries. I'm making these a little on the big side. All right, so we're going to do 2 coats of the pink, and then we'll go in with the red. See how it does. And I'm not even going to wash my brush. I'll rinse my brush out because I'm totally fine with it mixing just a little bit. It's also going to give me some color variation and more coverage. Look how cute that is. That is looking adorable. Big blob right there. I'm not liking. Trying to smooth that out. Okay. All right. We're almost there, y'all. Now we just need to embellish a little bit further. Add a few more fun things. But so far, I'm liking how this is looking. So we're going to add some highlights. We're going to do some white to add a few highlights. So I'm going to grab one of these smaller brushes and white paint. And we're going to do some highlights in the berries. Just some little, you know, dash marks or whatever. And we'll do some little marks in the eyes, just like that. And I'm going to take the darker green, I think, instead of the white. I'm going to take this color green, the Paradise green. Actually, keep changing my mind, sorry. Actually, I think I'm going to do the yellow, the lemon yellow. And I just want to kind of make some little marks just to add a little interest to our holly leaves. Just to add a little something to the holly leaves. And then I think we'll take think we'll take, let's do the pink. We're going to take the pink. I'm second guessing myself. All right, let's do it. On the nose. Just to add some interest again. And then let's add some white on this area. And I think on the hat we'll add some as well. So I'm going to just do some white kind of in between the stripes. I'm just playing right now, truly. Really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just adding stuff. Just to add more interest. Okay, so that's what we did with the collar. And I'm going to add some white to the hat as well. Just a few highlights. On the hat. Just to make it stand out a little more. Okay. Now comes the part I'm scared of, but we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it and see what happens. Okay? So I'm going to get all this stuff out of the way. All right. So this next part, we're going to take the 3D writer. We have this in white. We do not have it in black. But again, I'm not opposed to ordering it if there's interest. I have never used the black. Thank you, Lisa. I'm going to practice this before I do it to see what the flow is like. Okay. All right, I think it's going to be okay. All right, here we go. I'm so scared. All right. We're going around this in lots of different places. So we're going to start going around the edge. And the goal here is to not try to be so perfect with it. Okay, that was, I think, a little too perfect. I'm going to go around the second time. And I think I'm going to stop along the way and add some little, either some dots or some zigzags. Okay, like that. All right, then we're gonna go around the face. Okay, and again. All right. And the nose, we're going to do the same thing. But I am going to stop and give it some, a little bit of something. So Michelle, this is the 3D writer from DecoArt. It's available on our website in white, not in black, but I am willing to purchase it and get some in black if y'all are interested. All right, we're gonna go down the collar here as well. And then I want to go around the berries. A couple of times. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the holly leaves. The trick is keep it up off of the surface. And just let it fall. I think it's looking really cute, y'all. What do y'all think? We might as well go around the hat as well, even though the hat's already black. And I like the dots. I feel like I want to do a few more dots in places. So I'm going to do some, I'm just doing like 3 dots and little zigzags. What do y'all think? It looks really good, doesn't it? I'm really impressed with how it turned out. I think it's cute. What else does it need? Y'all think it needs anything else? It kind of looks like a snow globe, doesn't it? What do y'all think? Should I go around the eyes? I feel like if I go around the eyes, I need to go around the mouth, and I don't know, that might be getting to be too much. You think I should do some on the stripes? I'm worried it's going to be too much. I feel like I'm going to stop. I feel like I'm happy with it, and I need to just quit while I'm ahead. You know what I mean? So now the trick is absolutely let this set, don't touch it, so that the black paint can dry. Because if you touch that black paint, you're going to mess it up. So I'm going to just leave it. And yes, Faith, I'm going to walk away and let it be. And then we can come back and we can add a hanger and a bow if we want to it. But this is so cute. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So whimsical and fun. Y'all have fun with it. Don't think about it too hard. because I think that is when it starts to get, is if you think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. Just do it and have fun with it. So, thank you all. I'm glad you like it. Lisa, it's not too bad actually, because it's translucent here, so it's like it's sheer. Now the rest of it isn't sheer. It's got a lining, but all of this is sheer, so it's not too bad. Penny, all right, I will go and check it out. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you're a Crafty Kid subscriber, I'll see you guys in a few hours at 8 p.m. Y'all have a fabulous day. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.